Do you think that they could have probably been giving a different prompt? Like, what do they worship instead of holy couture? If you stay bootleg, you ain't gotta get bootleg. Hey, Scarlett Homo!
Hey, doll, how are you, baby?
Right now, I'm ready to get bootleg and talk about all things Drag Race with you, baby.
Yay, let's do it, girl.
Bootleg Opinions.
Hey, Squirrel friends. When one video ends, why don't you just watch another one? It's called cringe viewing.
Well, in this episode, it started off with a mini challenge that didn't make sense, so we're not gonna really talk about it. So we're gonna skip on to Snatch Game. Who do you think did well?
Well, I think we all know who did well, and I think that person is Deja.
Amazing as Lil Jon, and oh my god, can we say that she, as Lil Jon, looked hot, baby. She not only answered the question, but she provided a little bit more personality to it.
Willow had the mannerisms of Drew Barrymore, she had the lisp, she sounded just like her, but there wasn't much drag, there wasn't much comedy and zhuzh to the character. It was just Drew Barrymore, period.
Whenever Drew Barrymore talks, I feel like she's chewing on a piece of cheese. I would have gone really sideways with the mouth, like, well, guys, you know, I'm really happy to be here. And I probably would have thrown in some Adam Sandler jokes.
She was just very Drew Barrymore talk show host, but she could have gone back to like old school Drew Barrymore acting days where she was so crazy and wild, like Charlie's Angels. I think she could have gone a lot further with it.
Angeria with Tammy Brown, I think she could have gone further. For example, RuPaul told her that she didn't win Drag Race. If I was in Angeria's position, I'd be like, well, fuck this, I guess I'll just teleport to Mars, or something like that, you know what I mean? I thought she started off fine with mannerism, you know, whatnot, but then it just kind of all felt the same afterwards.
She kind of just stayed at this one spot the whole time. But Snatch Game is hard. Like, it's the weirdest thing to do, to try to stay in this weird, wacky character for like 4 hours, trying to be funny while there's like a million huge personalities around you. Well, we all got gagged at the end of the episode, girl.
I've said this in previous episodes before, is that this team of girls are very talented. They slay in the acting challenges, the musicals, the group numbers, and I really do think that this is a really strong team. So when it came to Snatch Game, I was expecting more, and I think that I was left a little bit disappointed. But you know what? We got Deja. She slayed, so congrats. Now Deja won, and all of them are left on the stage with a cliffhanger. When RuPaul was announcing that there was going to be a lip sync smackdown, I thought it was going to be a 7-way lip sync. I was expecting that.
Yeah, I was totally expecting it to happen right there. Personally, I love that because I love watching the girls just perform the house down.
I would rather have them send someone home tonight, and then next week, if they still want to do the smackdown, go for it. Because honestly, I don't know if you feel my pain, but there's too many girls. This is dragging on, girl.
Oh, yeah, they keep saving her, double stay, double this. I definitely feel like there's gonna be at least 2 girls going home next week. They have to.
And don't forget, there's still the chocolate bar reveal where
God.
they have to unwrap the chocolate and then they play the sad trumpet sound. What if the person next week who loses the lip sync, but then when she is about to unwrap the chocolate, it's a golden ticket. Nobody goes home again.
No! No.
Do you think those chocolate bars are rigged?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
It's okay to give a bootleg opinion, baby.
The investigation continues with Miss Yuhua Hamasaki, honey.
Dun dun. Just like, what's that show called? CSI? CIA? You know what I'm talking about, right? That has been on for like 27 seasons.
Criminal Minds or whatever, yeah.
Now on to the runways. Category is Holy Couture. We first up have Deja Skye serving you Joan of Arc. This is one of those looks that from far away, it looks really good. And then when you zoom in, you see all the details and you realize it's a little bit costumey. I do think she looks beautiful. I do like the sheer shoulders. I do like the metallic and the color and the red hair. But I don't think that the belt goes with it. The costume is like an era piece. The belt, it's so modern. And then we see the modern shoes as well. And I wish there was a little bit more structure to the bottom of the dress.
The belt was in a really funny spot. The belt was like right under her, and it kind of made the entire dress fall in a weird way. And like you said, the belt was modern. The pieces of it didn't really match. I felt like it looked almost like not super finished. The concept is really cute. I like the puffiness of the sleeves and everything. The hair looks great. Her makeup looks great. But it just felt like, almost like bunched her up all the way up here, and it felt like very closed in.
I feel like the bottom is just literally wrapped around her. It didn't really do much justice for her. But I will say that I like it from the bust up. The arms, the gloves, the shields, The ruff, the hair, the makeup, the bottom is a little bit incomplete.
Even a middle slit up that opened up so you could see more of her body and more of her legs underneath, something like that. It just kind of fell in a weird way. Even the back, like when she was walking away, it kind of just fell funny.
It looks like fabric, right? But she won, who cares, right?
Yeah, she killed it, so...
She was the best at Snatch Game, so congrats.
Next up is Jasmine Kennedy, and she is serving astrology. I really like this outfit. I love the two-tone. Even the attention to detail all on the entire gown was really, really sharp. The sleeves look great. I loved what was underneath. It bounced. It looked like it was floating. The headpiece was really good. I loved this outfit. She walked like so confidently in it once the reveal was off. It fit her really nicely.
I like this too, but you know what I kind of wish she'd have done to make this even better? I would have do glitter.
Oh yeah.
Like the stars, because after she removes it, she's like the galaxy, the universe, and the glitter could be like the stars because she already does have the purple contour already, like the galaxy. I would have taken it all through the arms, baby, to give us really astrology. I love the headpiece, but there is a little bit something funny going on with the black and white though. I kind of wish there was a little bit more details rather than just split half black, half white. I get what she's trying to do, but I kind of wish that there was a little bit more thought process to it. But overall, I do like this look. She looks fantastic. For Jasmine, I know they always talk about how her drag reads older. I don't mind it for her. I think they need to just let her be. If that's her type of drag, just let her be. If that's her character to be an older, more mature woman, just let her be. Stop telling her to look young, because maybe that's not what she wants to look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do notice that. They're like, stop doing this, stop doing this. It's like, well, why? What if that's the character that I want to bring to my drag? And then they're like, actually, don't do that. It's like, oh, okay, I'll change everything about myself then.
It's like Max when she wore her gray hair and they kept telling her to change her hair, but that's her character. Just let her be, okay? If she wants to be an old that's fierce,
I agree.
Let her be, okay? Next up is Angeria serving you church lady going to church on Sunday. When she walked out, immediately, you know this is Holy Couture. Is it Couture? Half and half. But I do see Holy in this. Beautiful. It's like one of those church ladies that you see in the movies. She's got her fans. She is definitely serving the character when she was walking. Loved it for her.
I love Angeria so much. She is just so fierce. She's funny. She's got this amazing personality. And when she came out, like, this looked so well made. It looked like it could have been knockoff Chanel. I love the little peplum. I love the lace detail. It's so soft. It's so dainty. And then she got that big obnoxious hat. The way she just kind of like came out. All the jewelry, everything was accessorized perfectly. I loved it. Next up is my favorite, Willow Bell, and she is serving you fungus mushroom. First of all, I'm obsessed that she's obsessed with mushrooms, and this outfit for me was gaggy. It was so fun. Her makeup was incredible. Every single thing, all the little blood spurting out, everything about this was so kooky, so weird, so 100% Willow. I was obsessed with it.
I know you said a lot of nice things, and I agree, but do you think this is Holy Couture, though? For me, I feel like it's a bit of a stretch.
I don't know how you would believe in mushrooms as like a higher power. I guess if you're doing mushrooms, then, you know, anything can seem like a higher power, but I do think it is definitely a stretch, but maybe it's Holy Couture, like the blood is coming out of the holes in the mushrooms.
Oh! So she read it as holy instead of holy. Got it. Okay.
You know, people have the phobia of holes, like honeycombs and stuff. That's what I went to. And then I was like, oh, like praying holy. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's actually spelled H-O-L-Y, so I'm still not gonna give her a pass. I still think it's a stretch. Now, Jorgeous has something similar. She comes out with the devil's lettuce. I think that reads a little bit more holy and religious because she does have that Pope hat on. She's missing something that reads holy. She can still serve mushroom and fungus, but I just still feel like there still needs to be a little bit of religious part into it.
I agree. It's a wicked, wicked outfit, but I definitely agree that it's a stretch for the category.
But I will say that she looks great. She looks great with the makeup, with the outfit. I think she looks fantastic. I just don't think that this was the category that I asked for, though. Next up is Daya serving you a reference look from Lady Gaga's Judas. I think this is holy. I think this is cool. I see the reference in the hair and the outfit. And when she first came out, I thought, well, are we gonna have another Lady Camden incident where she does a reveal? But I thought it was really strong of her. Being a great performer is just to keep going and not letting the audience know that you up, right? I like this look. I see the crosses all over the top and the front.
I think this is my least favorite, to be honest. I like the bustle and I like what's happening like from here up, but that's it. When she said, oh, I put all these wedding dresses together, it looks like you just put a bunch of ugly wedding dresses together to make another kind of ugly wedding dress. And I didn't like the leg. I didn't like the black underneath the shoes. I just thought everything was so mismatched. And I get it was a reference to Gaga, but it just missed it for me. The tiara looks like a little bride-to-be little tiara that you get from, you know, the sex store. It just looked super, super costumey. At first I thought it was like she's doing Madonna, and I was like, oh, I Gaga with the hair reference. And usually I love her runways, but this one for me, it really just missed the mark. Sorry, girl.
I didn't mind the black leggings because that's exactly what Gaga wore. So I give her a pass on this. Now at a second take, I think she can elevate this by making the bottom of the dress more fuller.
Big. A bustle.
It would have read more drag. From the waist up, it does read holy than most people down this runway though. Because there are a few coming up. Way of a stretch. Lady Camden, Spice Girl, Scary Spice. I don't know, girl. But this is holy though.
Yeah, she's got some crosses on there. She's on the way. She's on the way. I don't know where she's going, but she's on the way.
Next up is Jorgeous serving you the devil's lettuce. She's got her pole pass. She's got her beautiful lace embellished outfit. This is kind of almost like the outfit that Bo wore on UK versus the World. You know what I kind of wish she did to elevate this look even more, although I think it's great, is to put some wheat leaves, because that's what it's all about, right? Put some wheat leaves on that pope hat. Put some wheat leaves on the dress, right? Because other than being green, what else can you do to make it read the devil's lettuce aside from the blunt? I think this is a good look, but I think she can turn up the notches a little bit more because I do think that she can push this even more to be the best version of this look.
I feel like Laganja would have a lot of things to say about this look. Very similar things to what you're saying.
Because if it ain't green, I ain't what?
Interested. I do agree with you. I think there should have been like big weed leaf. There should have been some weed leaf jewelry. Something that brought it back to, oh, I'm smoking weed rather than just I'm wearing green and I have a blend. I did like the huge, huge, huge blend. I know they were saying to go further with it, but I was like, that is a huge, massive blend. I guess she could have rhinestone red glitter for like an ember or something. But she looks really pretty, but I agree. It's just kind of like, oh, I have a pope hat that's holy, and I have this joint that makes me look like I'm smoking weed, and that's kind of like the only two references. If you take those two things away, it's just like a pretty green outfit. She could have done more to tie things in.
Not gonna lie, when I first saw her walk down the runway with this blunt, I thought she was like something religious and holding a torch. I'm not kidding. Until she started explaining, she's talking about the devil's lettuce, and I was like, oh, weed, I get it. I think she's missing a few pieces, like the wheat leaves.
I agree.
And this outfit, she is ready to lip sync, because if she takes that skirt off, she's ready to lip sync, girl.
Oh yeah, she's ready to go.
Wow, she's coming with opinions today, Scarlett. Remember last time? Girl, give us nothing. Yes, girl, slay. Give us nothing. Girl, you were so drunk. You thought everybody looked good. You thought everybody looked hot. I was like, girl, what is going on?
You're like, shut up, girl. Have another drink. I know, I feel bad. I feel like last time I was like, I love everybody. And I was like, you guys never gonna have me back after this.
Well, you're back, girl.
She's back again.
I asked her, do you have a gig after tonight? What time do you have to leave your home? She said, no, just this. What do you mean this? This is the official channel for giving opinions.
I didn't want to take anything on today. I just wanted to put all my love and energy and attention into Bootleg Opinions.
Because once you go bootleg, you go all-stars.
Yeah. Next up is... Stop. Next up is Lady Camden with Spice Up Your Life with so many different references from these Spice Girls. It's really adorable, but I don't understand when she thought, holy couture, did she go Spice Girls? With her designers, like with her friends, going, okay, holy couture, you know, I pray to the Spice Girls. Let's do the Spice Girls. Like, it's just so left field. The outfit is beautiful. It's so Spice Girls. It's so 90s. It made me smile as soon as she came out. I love it. She looks amazing. I have no idea how she's justifying the reference to this.
I agree with you. This was a stretch, girl. I mean, she looks fine. Maybe if she wants to present like she's worshiping Spice Girls, maybe she can come out as this. Maybe some posters, some CDs, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of Spice Girls merchandise, you know what I mean? Like as if she's obsessed with Spice Girls. This is one of those outfits that I look at and say, this is probably an outfit she has, and she was like, okay, I worship Spice Girls and I'm gonna wear it. Someone at the viewing party said today was, do you think that they could have probably been giving a different prompt? Like what do they worship instead of Holy Couture? Because sometimes that does happen on Drag Race where you're given a different category, but then when they announce it on the judging panel, it's completely different. Because a lot of these looks, it does seem like, what do you worship? Willow, Fungus, Her, Spice Girls, Jasmine, Astrology. What do you worship? Because it doesn't really read Holy Couture, a lot of these looks. So I'm wondering if these girls were told a different prompt. Because on my season, on season 10, we were told a different category on one of the runways too. And then when it aired, we watched and we were like, oh, that's not what we were told.
Yeah, I agree, because this definitely seems so left field. On our season, we had a couple weeks that what we got in our like brief was different from what they announced. There was a couple times where I was like, oh, if they would have said that instead of what we got prompted, maybe my costume would have been different. So I definitely agree with you on that. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. But yeah, it definitely seems more like what you're obsessed with, what you worship.
And I was surprised that nobody did holy like a halo at the top, and then come out in a brown dress, kind of like the one Jujubee wore for the UK versus the world finale. All those circles, just piles and piles of shit come out brown. I'm holy shit, it's Holy Couture. That would have been camp.
Okay, well then I'm gonna be holy cow.
Chip, what was her name? Bo already did it for the entrance though already. She came as a cow, do you remember?
Yeah, she did. Next up is Bosco. She is serving good nun goes bad nun. I love this because when you read Holy Couture, Holy, it seems the most on paper to have it turned into this big train that covered the runway. Her taking it off, she's got a great body. I love the little hooves. It made me laugh. It is simple. It's just kind of like a bra and panty combo.
This reads Holy Couture right away. Now Pythia on Canada's Drag Race and also Kendall Gender also did something similar where they come out as a nun and then they take it off. It turns into completely opposite. I love the hooves. I thought that was great. The makeup was devilish. This rates Holy Couture right away.
Now I understand the reference with the hooves because she's the devil. Ha 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 ha. Now I get it.
Now Scarlett Homo, out of all of these Holy Couture looks, which one is your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say Willow. It was so good, so camp, so fun, so weird, so quirky. Oh, it just makes me smile. I love the outfit so much.
And you think that served Holy Couture?
Well, no, it didn't serve Holy Couture, but it was my favorite look.
Well, which one do you think served Holy Couture? I was like, girl, she is a true bootleg queen.
If I'm thinking Holy Couture, Bosco took it because the hooves, the habit, it was chic, it was sexy, it was fashion.
My top twos are Angeria and Bosco. They both have opposite types of drag. Angeria's was more camp, Bosco was more fashion. So since this is Holy Couture, I'm gonna say Bosco. Congrats!
Yay! You win nothing, you win our opinions.
You win a You Peter badge.
A You Peter badge?
It's somewhere. It's the bootleg badge. Pretend I'm holding it, girl. It's a bootleg badge I'm holding.
Wow.
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 Now, Scarlett Homo, thank you so much for coming on to Bootleg Onions. Where can we find you?
Oh, you're welcome. I finally decided to come with some opinions today. All over social media at It's Scarlett Bobo on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat.
And my name is Yuhua Hamasaki on all platforms under that name. Bye, Scarlett Homo.
Bye, you. I love you. Mwah.
You want a straighter set of teeth? Well, there's BYTE. It is the #1 of aligners out there in this world. Well, you're thinking, well, Yuhua, your teeth are straight already. Well, darling, there's always place for improvement. Y'all ready for the little reveal? Oh my god, my aligners are here, yay! And I have 11 sets of aligners out here. That lets me know that I have to change my aligners every week. Now here is week 1, and I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of how easy it is to put these on. So this is my top aligner. There you go. Bottom one, here we go. And oh, it comes with a little device that makes sure your aligners are really set into your teeth. And if you're worried about hygiene, there's Bright Bites. It makes sure your teeth are white, and it makes sure your aligners are clean, baby. Just like that. And oh, don't tell anybody. If you use my code, you can actually get 75% off. Oh my god, I know.